choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept and one we intend to win.
Figuring out how to send something into space at a high speed and send that data back to Earth at immense speed, faster than ever before, was an amazing accomplishment. The main problem was that any digital storage device capable of recording huge amounts of data would be way too big physically, the size of several buildings actually. It would require a lot of power, so we needed a way to record huge, really huge masses of data and send that back to Earth using video transmission and a special pulse frequency wave. After years of research and development, we came up with a solution.
What if, and only what if we use the most complex and intelligent processing computer ever invented? And even more, what if this computer is actually the human brain? Science has been always chasing this supercomputer just to imitate the way human brains works. And I say, why to invent something that we already have?
Our brain is the most powerful supercomputer in the world. In order to deal with the amount of information required to record visuals of the journey into interstellar space, we look towards a more organic means of information storage: memories. We used memories as a way to collect the data from a journey not possible for a living, breathing human to survive, and certainly not possible for our existing computers to store on the probe.
With the latest synaptic transcoding technology, we were able to map the neural network inside our brain. And the most amazing thing, we were able to translate all this information into visual imaging. We are just converting thoughts or memories into images.
It wasn't about creating brand new technologies from the ground up. It was about using all the scientific, medical, and engineering research we have acquired over the years. It was about the fusion of advanced medical science combined with space exploration technology.
You know, it was the most crazy idea I ever heard in the space agency. You know, it was looking like a science fiction book from my childhood. But those people were serious about it.
This had obviously caused controversy and criticism from leading scientists and scholars worldwide. I mean, on what basis is a brain donor selected for the mission? What we have to bear in mind is that this human conscience would represent humanity if contact was made with other life forms out there.
A secure, heat-proofed outer coating, a ball with coolant inside, was the means of transport for this journey. There were no boosters or rocket fuel or anything like that. It was designed to merely float like a bubble, recording memories.
The project now became something else, something entirely fantastical, with an additional agenda to not only experience interstellar space travel, but to also use a live human brain, which is technically alive, to record this experience.
My understanding is one of the many reasons for using a live human brain was that if Kronos did come into contact with extraterrestrials, then there could be real emotional dialogue exchanged via the pulse signals beamed out of Kronos. Something a computer could never do compared to a live human brain. It's organic and alive. It would be able to communicate naturally like a living soul, as opposed to electronic pre-recorded messages or AI.
What we did is keep those rings spinning around to generate micro electromagnetic charges. So with this pulse, you can regenerate every time the electromagnetic connections inside the brain.
Our dish rays in the northern hemisphere picked up a signal pattern which, when you look at it, has the same complexity as DNA strands. It's remarkable that this signal is the encryption of memory data recorded by human brain on its journey through our galaxy to reach us. I was literally shaking when we realized where the signal was from. I remember the day the first signal came in. It came in as a burst of signal, which took a lot of processing time and immense computing power to decode the signal over the year or so from when we receive it.
The stream was a mixture between the mission memories and the human past life memories. Essentially, the brain is an organic hard drive, and anything that's transmitted from it are merely memories. Memories are not the most structured or reliable pieces of information to process. The stream was so messy, we ended up leaving a lot of the mess in there. Realizing essentially, we were viewing the mission experience in a dreamlike form. Dreams are fragments of subconscious memories. We are actually watching Kronos dreaming about the journey it took and what it remembered.
What we just witnessed was a memory breach from an unknown origin. It's like someone hacked into the probe's brain and accessed it while leaving something behind, a memory trace of its own.
We became involved during a year of processing the transmission data. There were some anomalies in the transmission data that the guys couldn't figure out, but it was the fact that the anomalies resembled some sort of two-way communication is what caught our attention.
We were able to run sophisticated decryption software to help us figure out what these anomalies were. At first we thought these strange glitches were just radiation interference, but we soon realized this had a pattern.
What if the incoming transmission was more than a message or a response to us? What if it was some sort of distress beacon that our Kronos probe happened to come across on its journey?
What we discovered was far more overwhelming than we could ever imagine. This was way bigger than we anticipated. These are not random numbers. These are a set of coordinates. And these coordinates related to a star map. Our advanced radio telescopes managed to pinpoint the coordinates, showing high levels of cosmic energy. Now, we strongly believe that these coordinates to be some sort of tunnel or energy field for us to pass through, allowing us to travel to their world, possibly by distorting time and space. Was this historical? I would argue that this message, this finding, this discovery, is the most historic event ever achieved by mankind, forever changing our course. This is first contact experienced by a human conscience.
Could that memory reflection be a glimpse of what our intelligent alien contact looks like? Perhaps they exist not as the physical entities we are all used to seeing, but perhaps they exist in a form of energy. Perhaps they were also on a journey similar to ours, like travelers crossing each other's paths. Or was it an invitation for us to travel further to meet them?
Whatever it is, this is a significant event for the history of the space agency.
This leads to our next important question of all. How do we proceed?
The space agency's next step was to initiate a manned mission to the coordinates. This was made possible by the Defense Department's classified Human 2.0 project. Human 2.0 is the next evolution of mankind, created by our own technological achievements. It is the Human 2.0 generation of astronauts who will embark on the interstellar mission to meet whatever is waiting on the other side of those coordinates.